Everybody, this is Jay Seville, the owner of OneState.com. That's WilmingtonState.com. I work with tons of investors from around the country who are buying vacation rental properties or second homes along the coast of North Carolina. And I'm fairly erudite in all the beaches. Most realtors only know a stretch of beaches. I work on almost all of them. It's called a work ethic, LOL. Something that has become such a big deal the last few years has to do with non-rebuildable lots and vegetation lines and new designations due to extreme weather we've had. And how does this relate to buyers and sellers and all that stuff? I'm going to introduce real quickly a designation that came out. I don't know how long it is, but it may even just be 2 years old. And it's called the unvegetated beach area of environmental concern. An unvegetated beach can be designated by the CRC, the Coastal Resources Commission, in areas where no stable and natural vegetation is present, including areas that have suddenly become unvegetated due to a hurricane or other major storm event. So the AEC stands for Area of Environmental Concern, and there is a new black line on the map for it in some parts of Surf City and North Topsail Beach areas. So you go to the NC Division of, I think it's called Coastal Management. Let's see here. Yeah, NC Division of Coastal Management, and it's I found it to be really tough learning curve myself. And you put in an address after you get it all pulled out. So I've got one here, and you see this black line right here. I'm going to make the black line disappear. There it should be. Oh, here we go. And now I'm putting it back up. This is that new designation, that area of concern, and it's because vegetation. So this is like a temporary line here where they're assuming the vegetation line would be, and if you had to build, this would be your setback area. So all these homes here would be non-rebuildable. If they were going to be built, they'd have to go either 30 or 60 feet back and build here. Well, of course, those are owned by the second row homes. So the point I'm going to bring up, though, is besides this line, what is it like? What is it like if you own a home here and bad weather comes in, like a really high tide that we just had? What is it like if you're by one of these lines that is an unvegetated beach area of environmental concern? What is it like, the experience, if you're right there at a very high tide due to full moon and some bad weather conditions coming together? Well, I have a little video clip of a home in that situation, and I'm just gonna, this is a sort of like a recording of a recording of a recording, so it's not going to be real clear, but here's what it looks like if you're right on the edge there. Very high tide. The water is all the way up to the houses and underneath the stairs, and it's quite alarming and uncomfortable, as you see. It's a little bit slow. So here's the houses. The water of the ocean is right up to the edge here. So that would be the places where the vegetation line has been completely wiped out, and some of our segments of different beaches around North Carolina. Now, if you go to some beaches, you're almost not going to find any of that, like at Holden Beach. But at other beaches, you're going to find pockets of those areas of concern in little sections of Surf City. Then it's fine. Then another section has the black line again, etc. So I'll leave that at that. I'm going to address the subject at a macro level real soon of non-rebuildable versus buildable lots along the coast, and how does that relate to you, the buyer? Is it a deal killer? Should it be? Why or why not? And you might be surprised at my analysis of it. All right, I'll stop right there. By the way, let me just throw in some key words here. Surf City, oceanfront homes for sale and second row homes for sale. North Topsail Beach, ocean fronts. This is where we're dealing with this subject in particular, along with some Oak Island homes.